to give us
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala khatamil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. وما لكم لا تقاتلون في سبيل الله والمستضعفين من الرجال والنساء والولدان الذين يقولون ربنا أخرجنا من هذه القرية الظالم أهلها واجعل لنا من لدنك وليا واجعل لنا من لدنك نصيرا. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الجهاد ماضي إلى يوم القيامة. My dear respected brothers and sisters, especially pastoral attendants, Muslim students in this association in Japan, for this inviting me for this nice program to give us the chance to speak about Rohingya persecuted minority in Burma. So especially what do you give the title, Muslims in Japan, challenge and duties. So this is our challenge actually, this is our duties. What duty we present for the send or do to our Muslim community in the Burma. So you can see, brother, this one, the picture of the illustration, I think Indonesia is the same Rohingya, stop killing Rohingya Muslim community in Burma, stop genocide, this kind of some poster you can see in front of you. So we start with this, the headline, how can we say, as we mentioned in the ayah of Quran, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا لَكُمْ لَا تُقَاتِلُونَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. What happened to you? Why you are not what happened to you, Muslims, that you do not fight in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So in the short meaning of this, the oppressed people, the minority people, persecuted people from the Burma, from Arakan state, Rohingya Muslim, they are calling you. They are calling you to save this community in Burma. So now it's coming to our duty, how can we save this community? By which way, if we implement the technique, by which way we can save this Rohingya community? We have from this meeting or other conference, we have to find out how can we save this community in the Burma. This is the duty. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, oppressed people calling you to save them, to go for the rescue them. Now every day in the Burma, recently in this situation, the current situation, many ladies are raped, many Muslim brothers killed, many MSAJ destroyed, many schools destroyed, many people they killed. Many people push them to go out of the country. So they are not getting any shelter, not inside, not the outside of the Burma. Muslim, Rohingya Muslim people, they became inside the Burma, now they are living in the refugee camp. Even from outside international community cannot send any aid, any support, any help to these people, proper. So please go ahead. This is this presentation agenda is introduction history, the map of ancient Arakan and historical facts. So this is the 12. The agenda, so shortly, but my time is only 20 minutes, so that's why we summarize this presentation. First, you can see this is the map of the Myanmar, map of Burma. It's called before Burma, now this is the Myanmar. If you check in the Myanmar, there's the 5 countries surrounding this side, the Bangladesh, and India, and China, and this is the other, the east side, Vietnam, Laos, not Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, this is the 5, and China also, before 5 countries is around the Burma. So Rohingya people who are living, this is the near to the Bangladesh, the border, this one called Arakan state, or before its name is, this is the Arakan, map of the Arakan. In this area, in this Arakan, Muslim living from long time, from 7th century, Muslim established in the Arakan state. So later, this Arakan state, you can see there, Arakan state, from name of the Arakan state of Burma, in the year 1824, British occupied the Arakan, put under India, and 1937 separated from British India, Arakan became a province of India in the independent of Burma in 1948. So this Arakan, this one 1430 to 1784, this is the 350 years, this one, the complete one, the Arakan, kingdom of the Arakan. This is ruled by Muslims. At that time, the Muslim people in the currency writing, name of the La ilaha illallah, name of the Khulafa, Al-Arba'a, Khulafa Rashidin. Because Islam arrived there in the time of the Khalifa Harun Rashid. Then later, they established this Arakan, kingdom of the Arakan, for more than 350 years. This is the 1430 to 1783. So at that time, first start is the 48th king, all the Muslims. Start from Sulaiman Shah, the last king was Salim Shah. So, but present government, they wanted to destroy all this history. They target this ethnic group, Rohingya. They didn't target other Muslims who are living in the Burma. Because this ethnic minority, this Rohingya minority, this ethnic Rohingya, they have history, they have own culture, they have own language, they have separate religion from other Myanmar Buddhists. So that's why they have many contribution in this country in Arakan. They rule this Arakan, they have a lot of contribution. And when there's some occupied coming, Mongolian occupied and other British occupied, Japan and all Burma, they fight Muslims in the front, all in front of the all occupation, all colonization. So that's why Burmese government and the Rohingya streams, they target this Rohingya minority. They want to finish doing all these Rohingya people from Arakan state. Then you can see this is the background and fact. As the result of the forcible expulsion from their homeland, you can see that by means of the persecution, genocide, massacre, torture, and harassment in the most inhuman manner. So I will go to this is the current situation. When you start this current situation, they make one project in the May 28. They got the one lady killed. Was killed in the village, some village, the Muslim village. Then later they put in the media said Rohingya people, they kill her, rape her and kill her. They don't have any proof, nothing. Their plan is deep pre-planned. They are planning from 3 years, 4 years. How can we start killing of these Muslims? Because they're 1942, before 70 years, in the last part of the British colonized, they killed 100,000 Rohingya Muslims. After 70 years, and they are planning from 3 years, they are looking for the good times. Now all Arab countries busy with revolution, Egypt, before Libya, Syria, and others, all Muslim countries are busy. And Myanmar also, 2015, maybe after election, after the Myanmar also totally changed. It's going to change, process of the change. So before 2015, they chose this time to kill again what they did before 70 years. 1942 they killed the 100,000 Muslim. This time they plan to kill again maybe 100,000 or more than this. Or if they're possible, maybe they push them all, kick them all these people out of the country. That's why Myanmar President Thein Sein, he said, when the Patina is the representative of the UN, when he visited Myanmar, said, you put the Rohingya people in the refugee camp or settle these people other country. So they are Burmese, these Arakan people who is living in Arakan and the Burmese government, their project, their plan is very worst. Their plan is, how can we finish these all people from Burma? They are not targeting other Muslims. Maybe they will target later. First their target is the Rohingya ethnic. Then after that, in June 3 of June, they killed the 10 Muslims who came from Jabal Tabligh, from Rangoon they came, when they are going back to their home, stopped the bus, and 300 Rakhine stream came and killed all these people. Maybe you can see, you saw in the Facebook, otherwise they cannot show in this face also here. After that, the 8th of June, the Jummah time, people gather, all Muslims pray for them, then they start the firing the Muslims. When they gather for Dua in the masjid. Then start this real, this massacre, and they are killing everywhere. From this time until now, they have destroyed more than 100,000 houses. Almost 100,000 people in the refugee camp now. The one who is the capital city, Akyab, they are in the refugee camp. But other area, Mongdu, Pusidong, other city also, they destroyed some houses, many houses, maybe 100, other area 100 like this. But in the Akyab, there are 1,000 houses, more than 1,000 houses. So still, the many rainy season now, people suffering in the other city. They don't have even the shelter. They didn't put this other city people in the refugee camp. And the one who is that they put in the refugee camp also, they are not getting proper aids, proper support, proper anything, medicine. There's no, still no the proper media. Still no, there's not any investigation committee. Even the YC other organization try, but they are not properly, not getting any the process or properly the way of support the Rohingya Muslims. So if you go to the further ahead, there's some operation against Rohingya. You can see this is the extrajudicial killing. So this is the everyday, they are everyday business. They are killing every day. Before also this, they are killing systematically every day. Now maybe nowadays they are killing more. That's why media got this message. You will ask how many Myanmar also still there's no any media, nothing. Why people get this information? Through some mobile phone now little before 1 year, 2 years. So through mobile they are getting. Through the mobile phone, they are getting little bit information from inside the Arakan. And second, you can see there arbitrary arrest and extortion. This also their daily the routine. This persecution every day is happening. Another one, confiscation of properties. Because the property of the Rohingya, which this all like belong to the all Buddhists. Anytime they will come, they will take from you all. If you have farm, they can take from all the food of the farm. Or if you have animals, cows, any others, they can take anytime. This is all for them halal. You cannot tell anything. You cannot. Especially this is the ethnic killing project. This one they trained in Israel before 20 years before. Some special. The intelligence department, they went to the Israel, they took the training from Israel. What the Israeli people implemented to Philistine, same project they are implementing in Arakan. Also Israel, you know there's the wall, all Israel. Arakan also, beside the Bangladesh, they are making the barrier wall. Nobody can go outside, nobody can come from. And they also, Mustawtanat, same Mustawtanat, they also established from long years in Burma also. In all the Muslim villages, they put houses for Buddhists, for Rakhine. So if someone, the Muslim people living 95%, they are maybe 5%. But the leader of the village from Buddhists. Because they wanted, this Rakhine means the land belong to Rakhine people. Like Israel, they want to, this land for them by inheritance. Whereas, so same, they are also telling this land, Arakan, is for us, for Rakhine people, Rakhine Buddhists, not for you, for Muslim, for Rohingya. Despite of you are living long time, thousand years, from 7th century you are living here, but there is no right for you to live here or to belongs to process any the thing in this Arakan state. Then there is the anti-Rohingya and anti-Muslim propaganda. Then I mentioned before also rape. This is the everyday their business, their job. Another one, the forced labor. For example, when the Mustawtanat, the houses which they are building, these Rohingya people building. They use the Rohingya force without any fees, without money. Bidun muqabil, without money. Tell you from this village you have to give us 100, 200, or from all city what you have to give us the labor 1,000. You have to build this the road, this the place for the soldiers, and other house for Buddhists, free, forced labor. They are using this one from long time also. Maybe maybe this is a little different from Israel. Israel they will pay by themselves by their money, but this one by Rohingya money, Rohingya forced labor. So that's why we can see this. That's why the UN said the Rohingya ethnic minority is the most persecuted people in the world. We are suffering more than 70 years. Maybe Palestine, maybe not 70 years. So that's why if you compare between Rohingya and the Palestine also, these Rohingya people most persecuted minority in the world. Another one, restriction on the movement. Even the 1 kilometer, during the 1 kilometer you cannot move without permission. If some guests, for example, coming and living beautiful days, the one Myanmar beautiful. If someone come, some guests want to stay in my home, just only 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer distance, they cannot stay. You have to get the permission from police. If they give you permission, you can stay. If they don't allow you, you cannot stay. Maybe this kind of the persecution or prejudice you never find in any country. Another one, restriction on marriage, because they wanted to reduce the Muslim community there. To restrict marriage also, you have to apply for marriage. They don't allow, they don't give you permission. If you give them bribe, Gojuman maybe, Gojuman, equal of Myanmar, how many this one, the 5 million? 5 million, that is, how can give 5 million? If you bribe them Gojuman, then they will allow you maybe after 1 month, they can give you the permission from them. Then also birth control. After marriage, you cannot get more than 2, 3 kids, because they are afraid. Because Muslim population is the growth. You see, in the Palestine, Israel keep killing many. Still, population growing. So in Burma also, they are afraid. They want restriction of the marriage, restriction on other one employment. From these 70 years, when Burma independent from India, from the British, this is the 1948. 1948, from this time until 1962, this state was good. At that time, this Myanmar government recognized there as a citizen of the ethnic minority of the Burma. After that, there is no any employment in the government section. So you can find this the restriction of the religious practice also. You cannot practice religion. You cannot renew your mosque, your madrasa. This is the very old, this is the present, they're seeking the shelter. They are trying to go to the Bangladesh. They are not getting shelter also there. So where will you go? In Burma said, you are Bengali, you go Bangladesh. Bangladesh said, no, you are Burmese. No, it's like football. Football, when you, from here, short, go this side and coming back again. So there's the ocean, there's the river, Naf River, all people killing, drowning in the Naf River. So this is the ugly face. This the many the pictures. We didn't select all. This the fact. Our humble appeal to the UN. And other one, our appeal to the international community. So we are the international community. Maybe by this appeal we'll conclude our today's short presentation. Recognize Rohingya as an indigenous ethnic. Because this Arakan state, this is our land. Before this was our country, they occupied our country. They colonized our country. They are telling us we are the foreigner. We are not the foreigner. We are the owner of this land. Must be they have recognized this. And second, issue immediately national identity card. Because they are not there. Take our identity card, national identity card, which we got before our fathers and their grandfathers. Now they are giving us some white card. You are the foreigner, you are guiding, you are Bengali, like this, they are giving. Give permission to build the mosque and other madrasa and other Islamic schools and other things. Admit into the higher education, because they are not allowing only the elementary school, class 10. They don't allow us to go to the college and university. So we demand also, if there's the many Indonesian and Malaysian, Indonesian community, other Egyptian. So we have powers. We have belong to the countries. So through our countries, through the Muslim countries, we can pressurize the Burma, and we can get for Rohingya people this kind of the demand, this kind of the request. Stop extrajudicial killing, raping Rohingya women from all harassing. So this one, why they came and raped in front of you, your sister, your mother, other one? They are forcing that you leave this country. They are giving different kind of the persecution, oppression, oppress. They press you, then you become upset or you feel other things, then you leave this country. Their main target is this one. If Rohingya people leave, they are happy. So this land belongs to them. And they can tell the international community, these people is the foreigner, that's why they left this country from there. Well, how will suffer from long time this kind of persecution? Nobody can tolerate this one. Stop arbitrary arrest, torture, arbitrary taxation. They give too much of the tax. When I came to Japan also, I cannot keep my father in my village. I transfer from here to other. Every month arrest him, give me Juma, this time arrest, other time arrest. How can survive this one? And all property belong to them. You cannot sell directly, dependently. You have to sell them with short money, then they will sell to you out of the country. And put too much tax also. So we want to stop this kind of all persecution in the Burma. To stop the forced slave labor, to the lift restriction of the marriage, to stop the forced eviction and house destruction, to give the back for the forced confiscation land to their owner, call back all model villages to their original places. So brother, you cannot imagine, if you go to jails, all human rights violation, you never find in any other country what is happening in our country. Still, I think the international community, they don't know about the situation of the Arakan. Maybe latest now, 2-3 months, you realize, you understand what is going on there. So what our duty, what is our job, as we are living outside of the Burma, as Rohingya or the Muslim brothers, because we are all Muslim Ummah, is like one part of the body, like the one building of the house. The Prophet said, Al-Mu'minu kal-jasad. So if we suffer any part of our body, we feel the all pain in ourselves. So we have to feel this one. We have to plan through the international community, UN, other, OIC, Arab League, and other, all ASEAN. How can we save the Rohingya people in Burma? These are our brothers. This is the part of the Muslim Ummah. If we can save now Rohingya people, we can save other Muslim minority also in Philippines, Patani, in other area in Palestine, in Syria. If we cannot save this one, maybe gradually they will eat from every part of the world. Later we lost everything. So, Jazakumullah khair for giving me this time. Thank you very much. I think now, brother, maybe answer question.
Jazakumullah khairan. We thank Brother Mohammad Salim for his lecture, and we ask Allah to lift the suffering of our brothers and sisters in Burma. And as we are part of the Islamic Ummah, we have responsibility for our brothers by making dua and by giving donation, and if possible by making some international pressure. So now we have around 10 minutes for questions. We will have one question for brothers and one for sisters, inshallah. So if anybody have a question, please raise your hand.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. First, as a Palestinian, I understand exactly what you are saying about, and I understand completely what you are telling and these things. And something else that I understand is that, now I'm living in Japan, but 2 years ago during the war, and 8 years ago, and 12 years ago during the wars in Palestine, I was there, and I was always watching the TV and listening to Muslims and Arabs crying and saying, we are making dua for Palestine. And I was always feeling that is not enough. All the time, I was feeling that is not enough. So I would really remind everybody that this is not enough. Of course, it's our duty to make dua for Rohingya people, but this is not enough. Everybody, it's a duty of every person to do whatever he can. And I would like to really underline this. Whatever you can, you should do it. Second thing, this is my note. And my question, I wanted just to, previously, there was in Tokyo, there was a demonstration for the Rohingya, and we were from Nagoya, we were going to participate, and we distributed some emails and pictures. And some of the pictures, we received some notes that some of the pictures are fake. They are not from Myanmar, not from Burma. And they belong to some previous earthquake. I want to ask, first I want you to be aware of that, and I want to ask you, how many people are really killed in this crisis, in the last crisis? Or how many people are being killed daily?
Brother, the first one about the pictures, the last time what demonstration held, this one arranged by Pakistani people, even you don't know, we also got the news before 1 day or 2 days. So they cannot recognize about the picture, what is the belong to Arakan, other one, they put different pictures. Actually this is the first, as you mentioned. So we have demonstration again the 21 of this month. This one pamphlet we make. So here also I request them, please don't put any picture without our permission, without our kindness. So I give them some picture, this from Burma. Even in the middle they put the other one from maybe from Indian picture. This one is also not correct. But I tell the head of this brother Sheikh Hussain from Pakistan, I told him, brother, please remove this picture. He said, brother, there nobody justified for this. This one only invitation to Muslim. So the problem is lack of the worker. They have also not someone expert who can, maybe they make it through by other persons. He cannot move because short of the time or something. So we have picture more worse than this, but this picture not arrived to us because there is no any media, no any communication. Only now recently we can see that Jazeera is they entertain that city, but they still no any media, they cannot send pictures. And other question is about how many exactly, this also we cannot tell you exact figure. If International Investigation Committee enter the Arakan and check properly, then find out how many people was killed. Because there are many people there through the ocean, through the rivers, by many people they took by truck and buried them in some mountains. So we don't know exactly how much. If International Investigation Committee go there, check every members, how many members in your house, how many is the arrest, how many is the killed, then we'll find out exact figure. But we can, the fund we can say 1,000 people was killed. We don't know exactly how much figure. Someone said 20,000, someone said 10,000, someone 5,000. We don't know exactly how much figure, but many people was killed in this the massacre, the last massacre.
So the last question from our sister.
Any question from sisters? There is no.
If the sister does not have, maybe we can ask brothers. If no, we can finish now.
Thank you for the opportunity. So first, I just want to ask, how is the condition of the Arakan people at the time when the crisis happened? I mean, I know you're alhamdulillah, good in educated in Islam. So how is the general situation of the youth people there at the time?
Inside the Arakan?
Inside the Arakan, I mean the youth people at the time, how is the condition there?
When the massacre started, they don't know, they didn't expect this will happen. Because the Buddhists, they planned from long time, from 3 years before, they suddenly started this kind of the massacre. So our people, as I told you, from 70 years they are persecuted, there is no employment, nothing. They don't have anything to the defense. So when the massacre starts, it's the heavy raining season, too much raining. Immediately after massacre, the president announced the, what you call, Hadr Tijwal, the what do you call the restriction of the movement, the curfew, they announced the curfew. So when they announced the curfew, Muslim people cannot go outside of their house. People have no money, nothing. All people poor. So we are leaving Rohingya people, half of Rohingya people we are living outside of the Burma. So we have alhamdulillah money, we can send the support, but we cannot send support also. Later now we can send. Before, when they start the curfew, people cannot go outside. If you send money by bank or other one, they have at least if they have chance to go to the bank, we can receive the so situation. The time that they select in the season also raining season, heavy 4 month raining season, people who lose the houses, they can maybe many they stay in the raining, no house, no shelter. And some people also try to go to Bangladesh. Bangladesh also the force also back them. The many people was almost more than 1 month. They were by small boat in the sea. They cannot enter Burma. They cannot enter the Bangladesh also. Many people die there also. And Myanmar, the Marines, they also burned the many ships. They also burned there, they killed many people. So situation is that we cannot explain. Very rough, very bad situation. Still to send the money to them, very difficult. Very difficult through bribe, some police, some the army who is the link to the Rohingya people, someone through them we can send the help. So situation is from this time until now not good, going to worse. When they still going to worse, maybe international media doesn't know, because if they want to justify the situation, must be contact to the Rohingya people or go directly and check the situation. Because when someone go, before visiting some representative from OIC or UN, Myanmar government announced Rohingya people, if somebody meet with this delegation, we'll kill you. 3 only Rohingya brothers they meet, then they left to Bangladesh, or maybe they were killed, we don't know where. They ran away from it. Because police and the government looking for them. Why you meet with the international delegation, you explain the Rohingya situation. So even if you go, because you are going by one of the government person, before of the government person, Rohingya people cannot speak, cannot tell you the truth. Even if you go there, you cannot find out the real haqiqah. Very difficult, very tough situation.
So inshallah, we finish by this, we don't have enough time. We will have inshallah 10 minutes break, so you can have some refreshment outside. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.